Hey everybody, welcome to another Monday review. This is a kit overview, and this is my Ukraine-inspired kit. First line, we're going to talk about it. Not terribly different from some of the other first lines I put together, because it's kind of like how I run my stuff, but some differences. So we'll start here on the left, we're going to go to the right, and we're going to cover everything, and then I'll mention anything that I've already reviewed. Pretty much everything on here I think I have. And then I'll put a couple cards up here and there as we go, and then at the end I'll probably link to another video that can't fit cards. So let's start first things first. The belt itself, the base belt, this is an AWS LAB belt, and definitely becoming one of my favorite belts. I really like TYR belts, but the LAB is pretty damn nice, and it's very comfortable. I have reviewed the LAB. I will put a card up for that, so you guys can go to that review if you're curious about the actual belt itself and why I like the LAB. This is the internal belt that comes with the LAB. Really like this. Very nice belt, very comfortable. So, as we go, let's start here. I've got a Safariland 6004 holster on here. This is for a Glock 17 with a light. You could fit TLR 1s or X300s in there. I run a TLR 1 on mine. Not 100% correct. I've seen different lights on theirs, but I've also seen a bunch of weird shit like 300s and TLRs. So yeah, I got it on a Safariland, the QLS fork, so I can take it on and off very easily. Really nice. I do like that. I ran these when I was working with the Navy and as a Master at Arms when I was still in, and these were really cool. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I just recently retired, and now I am just a regular civilian again and just playing BB Wars, and I love it. This is the QLS mounting point on the actual True North Concepts modular holster adapter. Really like this little clip here. Like I said, I love the interface. The True North Concepts modular holster adapter has been really nice. I love how rigid it is, and what I have done with this is I had seen other people talking about it, and I went ahead and modified it so I can run this Blade Tech Lock on there, and this is pretty fantastic. Now I can just take this on and off as needed and swap stuff out instead of having to run the True North mounted directly to the belt. It just makes a lot more sense with the LAB belt. Pretty nice little setup. The leg strap, though, I will talk about this real fast. I made this myself. I liked the True North one. It actually bolts in down here at the bottom, but it just wasn't really working the way I wanted it to, so I sewed up my own, and this is just more comfortable for me. Just kind of wanted to touch on that. Because the True North one uses standard solution dyed webbing, whereas this is the Murdoch Jacquard woven webbing. Next up, we have this HRT magazine pouch, and I have it mounted up with the, oh god, blanking, Flatline Fiber Co. dump pouch. Wow. Love this pouch, though. Great pouch. Don't let my blanking on it be a sign of it not being good. I just blank sometimes on words. Anyway, pouch itself is really great. I do love this dump pouch. It has been really helpful and really useful. I've ran it a couple times since I've bought it. Hopefully I'll be running it even more over the summer to give you guys even more feedback on it. But from the little experience I have with it, absolutely love this pouch. I totally wish I had one of these when I was still serving and deploying. The HRT magazine pouch, nice pouch. Has some flaws. I cover those in the actual review. For Airsoft, it's 100% fantastic. For PMAG use, it's fantastic. But for regular GI mags, not so much. Inside of here, I've got the Airsoft Lancer magazine, because I've been running this with an MCX. Coming this direction, we have a GBRS group medical kit. Do like these quite a bit. I have it orientated, I believe, upside down. Normally they have it this way. I have it orientated upside down so I can drop the med kit into my hand as I pop it open. Full stretch material. I have actually seen these in use by some Ukrainian guys, some of their SOF and some of their regular old dudes out there. So these are floating around. It could be repros of this out there, or it could be real ones. I'm not 100% sure because there is a repro of these. But nonetheless, a nice pouch and pretty cool. What I've done is I went ahead and I used one wrap to mount it instead of the normal MOLLE tabs. That was just a preference because it seemed to fit the belt better. Coming this direction, oh, inside here I have the guts of a Medic 7 pouch from American Rescue? Adventure Medics. So it's Adventure Medics hiking med kit. Took it out of the waterproof bag and just shoved it in here. Really great for airsoft because it covers everything and anything that I'll ever have to deal with at a BB War game without just short of like gunshot wounds. The reason I do have a real tourniquet on here is because you could get a deep enough, hard enough, nasty enough bleed that a tourniquet could come in handy, and it's just useful to have. Figure if you're going to carry any medical, you might as well have the ability to stop massive bleeding. So that's just me. Milson West, I'd probably pop this out, put a Milson West one in there for whatever reason you could run it in the game. But for real world, for any other time, I just keep that on there. Cover this direction. We have Arbor Arms bottle pouch. This thing is awesome. I love having the ability to have just a little bottle of water on me at all times. A little Kirkland bottle from Costco. And it does fold up. There's a better way to do it. I'm not going to, this isn't the right way. There's a really specific way to fold this to make it look good. Just going to tuck it out of the way. But it can get tucked up out of the way and off your belt and just kind of like not taking up much space. Super lightweight. You don't even notice that it's there when it is rolled up or even used unless it has something in it. So even if I just left it just flopping around. What's cool about it and what I do like is I can, if I really needed to, plus up a couple magazines, I could just throw a mag in there. I could probably even get 2 in there if I really tried. And I could definitely fit in a radio like Baofeng. Just kind of throw that in there if I needed to. And have a little radio on my belt line. So it has other purposes. I actually found out about this pouch from Fred over at Spiritus on his Instagram channel. He had actually covered, not that pouch, but a similar concept. He was using a TYR bottle pouch, same kind of thing, and I thought it was pretty fantastic. So I searched out this guy and found this versus the TYR because the TYRs were hard to find. Coming over this direction, we have backing up. So this is like a personal preference. It's not something I've ever seen on any of the Ukrainian dudes, but I just like having water, and it's always helpful when you go to most airsoft games. A lot of times they tell you have that water on you when you go out in the field. At least the local ones down here do. We are in Texas and it gets hot. So if I'm not running a Camelback or I don't want to, I always have at least something on me. Here we have a smoke pouch. This is a surplus British MTP smoke pouch, Osprey. I actually really like these pouches. I think they're really nice. Good size to them. I've got it. They hold EG18Xs just fine. No issues. And then only thing I don't like about these is there's no way to tighten down here to kind of loosen it up to get things in and out. It's just a fixed buckle. That's my only complaint. But still, great pouches nonetheless. This is an MTP Osprey frag pouch. Right here, got a EG67, 67? Yeah. Grenade in there. I will most likely be swapping this pouch out for another Longship Designs frag pouch, or moving the Longship Designs pouch off of my vest and onto my belt there. I really like that pouch. I've covered it already. Fantastic pouch. Here we have T3 Gear pistol pouches. I have not seen these in use with the Ukrainians. I needed a pistol pouch. I wanted something a little different with a little extra stuff. I found these on Amazon. I was just super curious. Picked them up. Very pleased with the pouches. I really like them. I think it's really nice. So this belt setup is like, I don't know, 50% stuff I've actually seen in use, and then probably 50% of just personal preference. After conversing with a couple Ukrainian SOF dudes in the past online, there's not a ton of, what's the word I'm looking for, standardization, especially right now, as they put it. They're getting so much new stuff almost daily or weekly that the standardization is kind of out the window. So usually you hear people say silly shit like, oh, it's Special Forces, they do whatever they want. This is one of those weird moments in time and kits where that kind of actually applies. These dudes are just kind of all over the place, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's actually pretty rad that they're able to kind of get good stuff and then use stuff as needed to do what they're doing and do their mission. So, yep. I hope you guys got something out of this belt overview, this first line review. Like I said, not terribly different. I'm going to talk about the inside real fast too. Of other first lines I've set up, I kind of set mine up a very specific way because I'm kind of a weird-handed guy, being a righty rifle, lefty pistol. So I kind of stuck with a very unique setup. So my first lines will be a little different than reference photos just for that fact. One thing I do want to show you real fast, just kind of backing up, is the lab belt. All the molly segments in order to molly pouches on are separate, and you put them on the belt. Because if you notice, the belt overall was slicked out on this side. And then these are the molly segments that came with the belt to put it on. And that's kind of what I think makes this belt so damn cool, is it is able to be a just slicked out belt or a molly belt, depending on your flavor of the day. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Hope you guys got something out of this overview. Hope you enjoyed looking at this Ukrainian-inspired belt line and maybe got some ideas for your own belt line, especially for my wonky guys out there who are lefty-righty mixing like I am. I'm hoping maybe my belt helped maybe get you guys kind of going in a direction that you may not have thought of. Until next time, as always, get out there, be a bunch of nerds, play some Airsoft, try some new shit, try some different gear, and I hate to say this, but don't just copy photos, even if you're doing a kit or an impression, because you got to remember, you're copying that guy, and it may not even work for you. Until next time, top left-hand corner is the most recent video. Top right-hand corner is a video I think you'll enjoy. Bottom right-hand corner is subscribe button. If you like this content or you like what I got going on here, go ahead and smash that little helmet and subscribe. I would love for you to join me here, and especially now that I'm going to be doing this more full-time-ish, now that I'm retired. Until next time, get out there, LARP smarter, not harder, and hopefully see you on the field. Take care.